Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, back again with a new video, and apologies for the fact that I haven't created a video in a while. It's been a crazy work time and it's been really nice weather, and Naomi's about to start working for me full time, so I've been spending a lot of time sorting that out, which takes longer than I anticipated. But today I'm back with a new critiquing video. Now, if you don't know, I have a Discord, or there is a Discord that we created online for creatives to come and talk. It's called the Creative Corner. It's basically like a corner of the internet where us designers or creatives, hand lettering designers, logo designers, motion designers can come and sit and chill out and talk a bit more and get critiques for their work. Now, I thought I would take some of the critiques or the critique proposals of the Discord onto here and review them, critique them, and give my honest opinion on them. And I've got one that I really want to showcase to you. On the Discord, there is a guy called the Legend27. I don't actually know his name, but he gave us these logos, as you can see here on the screen. And I'm gonna go through each one of them and tell you what I like about it and what you can change. The first thing I like about this logo here is it's a grind, or it's a coffee logo, and it works really well. I love the G. This style of G is really iconic for being a nice G. I love this G of this logo. It's really iconic in the sense that it works super well by itself, and it's super balanced and it looks awesome. Now, I love the fact that you've got negative space in here, because not only have you got a play on words, but on the G here, if you haven't noticed, the actual negative part of the G is a coffee bean, because you've added this sort of line in the middle, which is a coffee bean, which is really refreshing, because normally we just see, like, you know, logos of a coffee bean in it. This time you've gone ahead and added a negative space coffee bean to the G. I love the type that you've got going on there as well. You've got really cool contrast with the type by skipping weights, adding weights, and also skipping the vertical to the horizontal. So you've changed it from the to the vertical and then horizontal on the grind, which is really cool, and it fits really nicely in this box. The only one thing that I would suggest to maybe play with to make this even better would be the fact that you see this part on the G here, the handle. This part here could be an actual handle for a coffee mug. It may not work very well, but you never know, it could be an idea. The next one that the Legend27 put down, which I have to show you, is Wild Wine. Now, this one is pretty cool, because not only has he given us this, he's actually shown us some mock-ups of the logo here. This is what it looks like, and I love this style of logo and branding because it's black, it's minimalist, it's really high contrasting, and it works super well. What I love about this is that it's really modern, but yet it's got the rustic vibe to it by being a corked bottle of wine, and you've got the actual black matte finish on here as well, and the logo just works super well on the wine bottle. You've done such a good job of this, and the fact that not only have you gone ahead and put wild wine with an actual elk on it, or a deer, I'm not too sure if it's an elk or a deer, on the wild side of it, when you've written wild, you've actually done it in a bit of a wild typeface or a hand-drawn thing, which I love so much. You've got really nice contrast and balance within these. It looks awesome. The next one is speech equality. I also rate this one too, so thanks for showing us that. You've got the text bubbles there. Looks really good. This next one's from Stacy, and she emailed me from the critiquing logo email, which is down below, and you can actually send your critiques there as well, but that will be changing very soon. And she said that she's starting a new house design, so she's basically starting a new agency, I'm guessing, or should I say design house. And she says she's hit a major roadblock with the logo, which is normal when you're a designer or a creative. It can be sometimes really hard to create your own logo, hence why I work a lot of the time with designers who cannot create their own logos because they don't know what to do for that logo. So here is the logo here. Now, the creativeglitch.com, what I love about this is that you've got creativeglitch.com in this center one here. The reason why I like this is because it works well in hierarchy. This, I think, is the logo, or could be the logo. These other ones here are very cool, but I think the most probable thing, or the biggest problem that you have, is that with these lines are too small, it's too detailed. What I like about this one is that if you carried on this, it could be pretty cool. I do not like this one here, and the reason behind that is because you've just added some type over the top of a word, which makes it hard to read, which isn't something that people want to read. These ones over here could make sense, but they don't, because there's not enough negative space within these lines. You've got too much here, you've got too much here. Now, I can see where you're going for the glitch aspect of this. So maybe using the glitch effect on here, but making the creativeglitch.com logo looking a lot better. Let's see if we can work this out. So instead of explaining to you, I'm going to give it a go myself and show you exactly what I would do with this. So I'm going to just write in Creative Glitch, and I'm probably not going to get the correct form here, but we're just going to give it a go. Okay, we're going to go for the typeface Acumen because I like Acumen a lot. So the way that you do this is you created the glitch part here, and then we have .com. And you've gone ahead and you've boxed these round, should I say. So you've got this sort of idea here where it's all in one box. And I like the way that this looks, to be honest. It looks pretty good, and the negative space is very minimal. It looks like a block right there. Now, the thing that I think you were struggling with was how to get the glitchy effect on here. Now, I think an easy way of doing it, so it's online and you're doing it so you can see it on an actual computer or something, is by just duplicating or copying it and pasting back by pressing Command C and Command B, pasting it back, move it down, move it right, and we're going to go ahead and make that one yellow. We're going to copy it again and paste it, and we're going to change this text effect to multiply and see what happens, so we can get a good look to see what happens. I use the font Acumen for this, and it works pretty well. I like it, and it's very simple to do. And the reason why I like it a lot is because it can be scaled down and you can see it, the black richness is there, but when you zoom in, you can see the sort of glitchy effect going on there. And you can go full out into the glitch effect to see what happens to make it a lot better. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please press that red subscribe button. And also, this video has been sponsored by Squarespace. Now, I don't know if I've ever showed you, but my Squarespace website looks a lot, or exactly like this. It's at willpaterson.space. This is where you can find out all about me, and I've had this for over a year now, nearly 2 years actually, and I use Squarespace as my main hub for all logo design and all my clientele contacts. So this is my website, and this is my landing page of me drawing. Great marketing. People know exactly who I am and what I do when I first end up in here. I've got a nice store. It shows that I've got a logo design, hand lettering, and YouTube. Those are my main things. I've got an about me section here, contact, portfolio, store, and the best one I think is the contact place, because you can have your portfolio and link it to your contact section on here. So if I have any clients who want to get in contact with me, they don't need to remember an email. They can just send it straight from the website, and I can have a little form for them to sign in and make sure it works really well. I also even have a store, so if you want to buy any products from my store, or you have any products you want to sell, you can create your own store and add your products in here and make a bit more revenue. For 10% off Squarespace, please press that link down below, and also you can actually design your website before you pay for it, so make sure you go ahead and click the link down below so you can design your own amazing website, and I'll be looking at them if you tag me them in on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you soon. Bye!